We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Dallas Cowboys. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks. And plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Second and 5 now. Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he slips up past the 45 before being...
Here we go. 11.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, Mixon. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Defensively, they rallied the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on the first. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. 11 Thomas.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, They want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I apologize in advance, Carter, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Well, you did. That line's not eating tofu. I'll tell you that much for free. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. A first update from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that and all Week 2 games as we go along. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Prescott on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw again on second down. Prescott forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. We're scoreless after one. In motion left goes Cooks. First down, Prescott. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there. Here we go now on first and goal. going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Pollard again. And he's going to lose yardage again as he is stuck behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Prescott on 3rd and goal. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the ball back.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Michael Thomas on the stop. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Five yards remain on 2nd down. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Let's get that touch.
2nd and 5 now. Prescott. And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Marr. Up and good. The lead grows to 10-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
11 MT.
Now it's Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 21. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Anthony Brown. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. A first down throw for Prescott. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott. Open man. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came out a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Prescott looks to throw on first. He's going to find Gallup here complete. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Marr now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one.
On one, ready?
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
Game one, we've seen missed assignments which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or two inside the 45-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Final play of the half, Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former Cowboy, Byron Jones. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Buying time to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks, 35 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
So, Charles, they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. Now, last week, they had the close victory. This one more commanding, much more comfortable.
Well, the sense we got from them was that last week they felt like they didn't play their best. They got the win, but they weren't really on top of their game. But they put it all together here in this one, haven't they? What an impressive performance.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. 2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? You just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Again, it's Mixon. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down.
Here we go, here we go. 11 coming.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Burrow on play action. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They go play action with Burrow. Open man is Higgins.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
I thought once he got out of the pocket, he was looking further downfield. Instead, he brings his sight lines back to a shorter route, settles on his receiver running the drag left to right, and they wind up not getting a whole lot out of that one.
11.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
11 MT. 12.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 2nd and 7, Burrow. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Here we go.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
This could be the turning point.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's keep the pressure on him, offense.
2nd down and 3.
Kill. This is a sleep.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Gonna run again here with Pollard. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott steps away to his left. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. That one goes for 36 yards. Now this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Cowboys are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as he was hanging on to that big lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Play action. It's Burrow.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Prescott. He's got a man complete. And he's got this all the way down to the 5-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 48 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Well, Prescott here to throw. Being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Here's Prescott. The quick slant caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bengals drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Burrow on 3rd down, eluding the pressure right. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow, he lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Throwing here, Prescott. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. A big play here for Dallas. And even 40 yards. To the air again, Prescott. And he's caught by Lamb. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Well, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Dallas, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets.